When we think about challenges teens face today, that list likely includes social media, anxiety, bullying, but there are also lots of kids in our neighborhoods who may not know where they're going to sleep tonight. Homelessness is a real problem, making all of those other struggles of being a teen that much harder. That is where the AYA Youth Collective steps up to provide resources and opportunities for those who need it. We've got Andy Allen. He is the VP of Advancement here to talk about how we can all get involved and pave a path forward for these young people. Andy, thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I think that a lot of people don't realize how big of a problem homelessness is among our youth. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so there are over 200 14 to 24-year-olds sleeping outside every month in Grand Rapids. We see about 600 to 700 youth at our drop-in center. And we know from school data and other data that there's over 2,000 youth experiencing a level of instability where services like AYA Youth Collective can step in and help. So, yeah, it's a huge issue in Grand Rapids.
It is. And so talk about the different resources, because there are a lot of different things that you do at AYA.
Yeah, so we start with relationships, right? We say people want to help the poor, the marginalized, the oppressed. We would say, great, what are their names? You have to know people. You have to understand where their stories are coming from and where they're headed. So we start with relationships first, and we have all the services. So everything from free laundry, free showers, free food, to mental health and therapy and counseling, medical work. We have trauma-informed yoga to music studios, all the way to 12 homes in Grand Rapids where youth can actually live in their own room, in their own bed, with a mentor that actually lives in the house with them to help them just do life.
I love that. I mean, you really are giving these young people a lift up. And at a time when I just couldn't, like, for people who haven't experienced this, it's hard to really wrap your head around what that feels like.
Yeah, so one of my favorite people in the world, his name's Gregory Boyle. He's a Jesuit priest, and he says that the root cause of all oppression or marginalization is lack of compassion. So how do we start with belonging? How do we make sure that these 14 to 24-year-olds know that they belong? And for AYA, that is their place. It is the place where they feel community. It is their family. They come back and they feel a place of belonging. And then when you start there, you can start working towards stability. So 90% of the youth that are in our housing program go on to live in long-term stability. And it's because we know them by name.
I love that. I love that. And so you're doing something this year that's going to be a lot of fun. You're getting all the youth involved to make them feel like they belong at a gala.
Totally. I love what you said about just social media, and that's like the added pressure, because we are reminded over and over again that the youth that we see are the exact same. We belong to each other. Many of us were just born in the right zip code or the right household, right? So we have this big gala. It's called Coming Home. 600 people come. It's a celebration of young people and what they're doing in Grand Rapids. It's happening on April 17th. So people can buy tickets to find out more about what AYA does. But in that, youth were like, why are you throwing an event where we can't come? And we're like, yeah, that's actually a great point. So we're going to throw them a party as well. You know, the whole shebang. We'll get it catered. We'll get linen tablecloths. We'll have videos. We'll have music. And no one's invited to that because youth want to have their own space, just like all 18-year-olds do. And we believe in creating joy and creating belonging and creating a place of warmth, and that can happen in 1,000 different ways. So we're doing it. It's going to be great.
I love that. And there is a way that all of us can help them have a really great experience. Tell us what we can do.
Yeah, so people can check out ayayouth.org. You can email us at info@ayayouth.org, but we're looking for formal wear. So youth are going to come to our drop-in center. They are going to rent formal wear so that they can get dressed up for this big event. And it's just going to be they're going to get their own catered meal. They're going to get to choose from like a menu that they're going to choose from. It's going to be really unique and specific, but send us your really nice clothes. Don't send us your, the stuff that doesn't look great. Send us the really, really good stuff.
Right, clean, looking good, because you want all these youth to feel amazing.
And yes, exactly. We want to be a place of dignity and worth and understanding that youth belong, that we need them here, that we need their voice, we need who they are, and that starts with a meal sometimes. So
I love it. And then there's other ways that we can support AYA as well. With that gala, there's lunch and dinner options. I love that you do this. You make it accessible for people. They can learn more about what you do. We did have that information right there. That's coming up April 17th at the Goey Center. There's a lunch and a dinner, so it's not just 6 p.m. There's a $25 lunch as well. So, and And right now it's early bird special, so you get a discount on those tickets. So ayayouth.org. Get that formal wear, bring it in, or get tickets to this event. We'll be right back.